So you've shown hundreds of houses over the years. What's the biggest mistake that you think buyers make?
That's easy. Most people start looking for a house before they know what they actually need.
So tell us exactly what you mean by that.
Well, people usually start with bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. I want 4 bedrooms. I need an office. I want a big backyard. And those things matter. But I think they're asking the wrong question first.
So what should they be asking?
How do you actually live? Because your house should fit your lifestyle, not just your wish list. So I ask my buyers questions before we ever start looking. Do you work from home? Do you entertain? Do you want less maintenance or more land? How long do you think you'll stay there? Where do you spend most of your evenings? Those answers usually change what they're looking for.
You know what's funny? Investors make the exact same mistakes. We just make it in a lot different way.
How so?
So instead of falling in love with the kitchen or something like the backyard, we tend to fall in love with the actual deal. This one's cheap. This one already has tenants in it. This one just needs a little bit of work.
Famous last words.
Always, but they just don't stop asking whether this actually fits. They don't actually start asking whether this fits their goals.
That's a really good point.
When I look at a property, whether it's for us or for an investment, I always ask, what problem does it solve? Does it fit the life we're trying to build? And does it fit into our long-term goals? Not, isn't this the coolest house you've ever seen?
I think buyers do that too. They picture themselves living a certain way. I'll use that formal dining room. I'll work out in that extra bedroom. Or I'll finally organize this 6-car garage. Then 6 months later, the dining room becomes storage, the workout room holds Christmas decorations, and the garage still doesn't fit the cars.
Or investors buy a property because it looks like a great deal. Then they realize they don't actually want to manage something that far away, or that's that old, or that's complicated. A good deal isn't always a good fit.
One of my favorite moments is when buyers realize, oh, maybe I don't need what I thought I needed.
We've had the same thing happen with many investments. We've walked away from the properties that look great on paper because they didn't fit where we wanted to actually go.
And every single time, something better came along.
That's because saying no creates the ability to say yes when the right opportunity presents itself.
Exactly. The goal isn't finding the perfect house. It's finding the right house for your life.
And the goal isn't buying every single investment property, it's buying the right investment property.
If you could give every buyer one piece of advice before they started looking, what would it be?
I'd say to spend more time thinking about where it is that you want to be in 5 to 10 years, not what catches your eye today. The right property should always help you be able to get there.
I love that. Mine would be to spend more time thinking about how you want to live than how you want your house to look. The right house supports your life. It doesn't create it.
So whether you're buying your first home, your forever home, or your first investment property, ask yourself one question: does this fit the life I'm trying to build?
We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you thought you absolutely had to have in a house that later realized didn't really matter? Or if you're an investor, what's one thing you look for now that you didn't when you bought your first property? Leave it in the comments.
So we're Justin.
And Chelsea.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
We'll see you next week.